I just wanted to make a video that reminds people about the situation with the current incarnation of Atari, if you even want to call it Atari. So basically, Atari's gone. A bunch of scumbag lawyers have been exchanging money and using the name and all that, but Atari's dead. And so if you buy anything that has the Atari name on it, it's just going to some boring lawyer's pocket, essentially, and not actually supporting any real video game development. So that isn't even the real reason that they're scumbags and why you shouldn't support them. So earlier last year, Jeff Minter was porting TXK, his Tempest clone for the PlayStation portable machine to the PC and PlayStation 4, I think, and he was also doing some Oculus Rift variant. Okay, but in any case, even though it is a Tempest clone, I mean, the whole notion of Tempest games, the idea is so generic, and yet Atari sicked its stupid lawyers on Jeff Minter, who didn't have the resources to really fight it. So basically, because of these scumbags, we didn't get TXK on the PC. So Atari, in quotation marks, is responsible for us not getting that game. And I don't know if you've seen it, but it's awesome, man. It's basically just a really nice Tempest clone that has really attractive graphics and an awesome new music. And so basically we lost this. We would have had it. We could have been able to play this at 4K. I could have been able to put this in my arcade cabinet, but no, scumbag lawyers won the day, and we're not getting it. So now these pieces of crap have the nerve to come out with some terrible classics pack of old games that probably won't even run as well as any of them do in MAME, and they have the nerve to charge for it 20 years later than they should have. I mean, in general, I just want to point something out about all these stupid companies. So all of these pieces of garbage were just sitting around with their thumbs parked when MAME and other emulators first came around and started doing this stuff. They were all too stupid, too ignorant, and too narrow-sighted to see the market for this stuff. So what they basically do is nothing, and then 20 years late they come back and put out some half-assed emulation pack that won't even have vector simulation for the arcade Tempest, won't have CRT simulation for the older raster Atari games, any of that stuff. So these pieces of garbage kill new games, release terrible ports of their old games 20 years after people did it for free. Screw these guys. Screw Atari. They're over. Screw them. Don't give them money. Don't support this stuff. Because basically giving these guys money is essentially giving lawyers money to crush more real game development. I wish I could put my middle finger through the computer screen and directly up the nose of those Atari lawyers, because these guys are everything wrong with modern corporate video game companies today. The video games that we liked didn't come from this kind of environment. It came from a bunch of greasy nerds who didn't even realize whether the sun was out or not. Not this corporate bullcrap. So I just wanted you to be aware of this before you start dishing out money on Steam or whatever else for this trash.